Hello, I just woke up. So, even though I said I was going to unbox Scream 6 next, I am not going to be doing that just yet. Because I had a delivery yesterday in which two things arrived, which one of them I'll talk about in a separate video. But one of the things that arrived was Resident Evil Death Island, which I have been dying to see this, so I'm gonna unbox this first. So one, so we can look at the case. Two, because I want to watch it already, and I feel obligated to unbox it, show it first, with you guys, and then watch it. So yeah, I've been so excited for this fucking movie since the first trailer. And if you're a Resident Evil fan, I'm sure you're super excited as well, because just the idea of having not just Leon, Chris, and Jill who are on the cover, but also Claire and Rebecca all in a movie together. Like, this is like the Justice League coming together. This is like the Avengers coming together. Like, this is so exciting. And to think it's taking this long. It just make me so excited. So I do love the Steelbook. I do love this cover with my three favorite characters, Leon, Jill, Chris, in that specific order that I just said. I just wish all of them were in the cover, like including Rebecca and Claire. They are in this back right here, and they are in the cover together in the like regular cases. But I will forgive them because this is a dope looking Steelbook. And out of the five, I got my favorite three. So yeah, I think it's super cool. Like I said, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Games, movies. I enjoy the live action stuff that some didn't like. Like Welcome to Raccoon City was a bit of a letdown. I mean, some of them have been letdowns, but for the most part, the ones on the Mila Jovovich, I quite enjoyed quite a lot of those. Even though I know that's like blasphemy for a lot of people. Yeah, I had a lot of good time with a lot of them. But I've always said that when it comes to the movies, the CG anime ones are better. I've liked all of them. I love Degeneration. I like Damnation, Vendetta. I like the Netflix Infinite Darkness show. Infinite Darkness, the CG anime one, not the live action. Never bothered to watch that. So yeah, I'm a fan, even though some people hate some of them, like, oh, Vendetta's fucking trash, or Damnation. I honestly, maybe my love for Resident Evil is so big that if there are flaws in them, I forgive them. Like, I think they're great. So yeah, Death Island. Let's open this bad boy up. Like I said, we have the five main characters right there. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, I don't know what it's back here and behind this art. Maybe it'll be all five of them, and that'll answer my answers to them not being here. So let's find out what's back here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not all five of them. It's a Laker who looks a little different. Doesn't look like your typical Laker. Like, he has all this stuff here on the side they don't usually have. But it is a cool back. And it's better than being plain. I hate when Steelbooks have this dope cover and then the back is like plain. So that is cool. Like I said, I just wish all five of them were together in the Steelbook. So the disc is that same image that's back here. So yeah, this arrived early too. This isn't supposed to, this doesn't release to the 25th. And yeah, I already have it. So thank you, Best Buy, for early delivery. And we have Leon and Jill inside. I actually quite like this. Leon and Jill. My two favorite Resident Evil characters. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty content with the Steelbook. Like I said, part of me wishes and hoped that all five of them were together. Like, maybe even inside they could have been inside the case, all five of them. But it's fine because the top three are in the cover, and I just love the way they look. Like, Leon looks like he's just fading, like looking away, like real dark. Chris, and you got Jill, man. Jill, who's rocking the RE3 remake design. So I'll be back to give the digital code after I watch the movie. Because I want to share my thoughts. Alright, I'm gonna watch it now. So I just got done watching Resident Evil Death Island, and honestly, the movie was everything I hoped it to be. Again, I am a gigantic Resident Evil fan. This movie was awesome. This movie was essentially really for the best and biggest fans out there. This was, like I said, Avengers coming together, Justice League for the first time, all of them together in this big crossover of the Resident Evil franchise. I mean, you got Leon, Chris, Jill, Rebecca, and Claire. You couldn't really ask for anything more than that. That was dope. I just wish. I love the Steelbook, by the way. And this is a cool back. I just wish all 5 of them would have been in the cover. Or if you had all 3 here, have Claire and Rebecca back here, back to back or something. But that's just a little gripe. Oh, a nitpick. The Steelbook is awesome as hell. And yeah, this movie, it's important for Resident Evil fans because one, it sees the return of Jill. We have not seen Jill since the events of RE5, which came out all the way back in 2009. We're 2023, and we don't know what the hell that character been up to. We saw her at the remake, but the remake is just a remake of Part 3, not chronologically taking place any point recent. So yeah, this is like the return of Jill that we've not seen since, my God, RE5. The big return, right? Because we see Leon in Infinite Darkness, Vendetta, all these animated movies. We've seen Chris just now in 7 and 8. We've seen Claire in Infinite Darkness. She was in Revelations 2. Rebecca, we saw in Vendetta. Like, Jill is the big selling point here, which is probably why she's right in the middle. And even though they all get their screen time, especially Leon, Chris, Jill, and Claire, Rebecca gets the least screen time out of all of them. But it feels like Jill is the true main character as we see how she's dealing with the events of RE5 and having been brainwashed. So that was all really cool to see. As a big Resident Evil fan, I think that's what we wanted to see from the return of Jill. So yeah, the movie was awesome with some really cool like action set pieces, especially like the scenes with like the ending when they're all together. Like that was cool. The final boss looked dope. The fight itself was dope. And like I said, there's a few set pieces of action. Like at one point, it was Chris, Claire, and Jill, and they're dealing with a bunch of zombies. Like really cool, honestly. It was really dope. I say this: if you like all the other ones, you're really gonna love this one. If you don't like any of the other ones for some reason, maybe you won't like this. Maybe you will because they're all here, the gang's all here, type of thing. But me, as somebody who loves all the CGI ones, so Vendetta, Degeneration, Damnation, I enjoyed Infinite Darkness, which a lot of people didn't seem to like. I love this one. This might be my favorite one out of all those CG ones. Honestly, it really was cool to see everybody together here. It was really cool to see everybody. And the question is, where do they all go from here, right? Because this takes place after RE6. They mention some events from RE6, like they mentioned Piers. And the events of RE5 are important because of what happened to Jill. So, but it does take place before RE7, because RE7 takes place in 2017. This movie takes place in 2015. So it's right in between both those things. Right in between RE6 and 7. So yeah, I honestly thought the movie was great. I had a lot of fun watching it. I will probably be watching it again, probably sooner rather than later. Maybe I rewatch all of them. Honestly, the movie was great. I can't even think of a single complaint I had. It just really was what I expected. I mean, if I had to maybe nitpick like one little thing, I wish Rebecca had more to do. Like, Rebecca really doesn't have a lot to do in this movie. She's in the beginning, she's kind of in the middle doing some computer stuff, creating a vaccine, and in the end. And again, even in the end, she doesn't even really partake too much in the final boss as her and Claire go do something else. So yeah, that's maybe my one nitpick because it feels like the other 4 characters are constantly in the movie, but Rebecca. Rebecca's just there. But yeah, that's like my only, I guess, little gripe. But like that didn't really hamper my enjoyment of the movie whatsoever. The movie was awesome. Resident Evil Death Island. I really quite liked it. Definitely go watch it, and I will be giving the digital code right now. We'll see when the next one comes out, right? I'm assuming there'll be a next one. I mean, this is the 4th movie. This is the 5th CG thing to release if you count Infinite Darkness, which you definitely should count. So yeah, this is what the 5th installment in this CG series. So I'm assuming there'll be more. But now the bar is pretty high with whatever they do next, because now that we got this big crossover of RE characters, I mean, can we get that in a game? Can we do a game like similar to RE6, but not in that way, like more horror elemented and all that? But can we do like a game like RE6 in the fact that we had like, you know, we had Leon and Chris and Nada, all these characters. But can you do that with like the main characters, like these 5 right here? Like that would be awesome, man. We'll see. The bar's pretty high in that regard. So whatever comes next, whether it's, you know, another movie or another CG show, yeah, I don't know if it'll top this. The fact that they had all the big major characters here, but we shall see. Yeah, so let's give away the digital code to Resident Evil Death Island, which came here yesterday, 3 whole days before it officially releases, because it's not really out for sale yet. The pre-order got here early, so thank you, Best Buy. So the digital code to Resident Evil Death Island. In 3, a 2, a 1. There we go. Like I always say, if you need more time, pause the video. Good luck to whoever gets it. Let me know if you get the code. Let me know if you know, how. I'm assuming if you're going for this code, you must be a Resident Evil fan yourself. Let me know what your favorite Resident Evil game is. What's your favorite Resident Evil movie? What do you think about the live action movies? Anything. 2 more unboxings to go. So keep an eye out on my channel. Ryan Redgrave.